I have just gotten from a long trip. I haven't got time to talk with my people, but if I would find any heretical behavior, I will report it to the Inquisition, just like I did when I found Bishop Stavron dealing in heresy.
The Patriarch sighs and says, yes. Okay, well, why don't you try and go and enforce some orthodoxy on them?
Of course.
So we don't have to have this conversation again.
Of course, Your Holiness. It's what I've been trying to do. There is another matter that I would like to discuss with you, Your Holiness.
Go on.
Is water wet?
No, it makes other things wet.
I am unable to...
Sorry.
Why can't it also be wet itself, though?
Because it's water.
That's not really... You know what? Never mind.
Water makes other things wet, but water itself is not wet.
Why not?
Because it's the thing that makes other things wet.
But why couldn't it also be wet itself?
Because you can't get water on water.
But that's not how you define wet necessarily.
Having water on it.
Not necessarily.
I think that's the definition of wet.
Yeah, that is one part of the definition. But
What's the
something
state
can...
of being covered or saturated with water and other...
but that doesn't answer the question of whether water itself is wet. Also, by the way,
I think it
water
does.
does have water on it all the time.
Well, they mix together, don't they?
Yeah, water has water on it all the time.
No, water has
Okay,
water
so
on
I'll
it.
tell you what.
Water
I'll tell you what,
molecules are adjacent.
One atom of water is not wet. I will allow you that. But water is wet, generally
No,
speaking.
the rest of the water is not also wet. The water doesn't have water on it. The water is the essence of the thing. That's what it is.
Well,
So what
hold
you're
on.
saying is that
Is-
water cannot be on water by definition.
Well, I mean, maybe if you had like two different types of water.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
It works. I got everyone talking about if water is fucking wet or not.
But I would,
Never
I would
mind.
define water as being unable to be wet because it is the thing that makes other things wet.
Right.
But
but
I
think
love this argument because I don't think there's any sense straight up.
I think that's a silly contrivance that's
What-
sort of a
Isn't
parlor
it?
trick to be able to tell people.
Isn't it? It's
that-
amazing, right? But
don't think
you can't disprove it. That's the problem. That
You can't prove
no,
it.
no. Exactly. But it's linguistically correct, right? That's a postmodern argument, effectively.
I'm not sure that's-
I've been thinking about it for ages, and that's why I was able to just blurt it out like that. I've been thinking about this for fucking ages for some reason. But anyway, what was the patriarch saying?